You don't choose the family you're born into. The struggles, the triumphs, the heartbreaks, they're handed to you like an unopened book. But what if I told you you hold the pen now? That the next chapter in your family story begins with you? Maybe your family has known hardship, poverty, missed chances, broken relationships. Maybe you felt the weight of that story like a shadow that won't let go. But hear me when I say this shadows only exist because there's light. And you, my friend, are that light. To change your family story, you must first believe it's possible. You must have the audacity to say it doesn't end this way. Not on my watch. Yes, it will take discipline more than you thought you had. Yes, it will require sacrifice. But what's more valuable than rewriting a future that's bigger than you? It's easy to blame the past, to look at your circumstances and say, this is why I can't. But here's the truth, the past is a lesson, not a sentence. You don't need permission to dream bigger. You don't need to wait for someone to hand you a better story. You are the story. When your family looks back on this moment, will they see someone who gave up? Or will they see someone who stood up, spoke up, and showed up? Someone who chose love over anger, action over excuses, and resilience over regret. Let them see the one who wasn't afraid to break the cycle, to walk a road no one else dared to walk. Let them see someone who built a bridge, not just for themselves, but for everyone who came after. And remember, when the journey feels too hard, and it will know that you are not alone. The choices you make today don't just change your life, they echo in eternity. So be the one. Be the one to change your family story. It starts with you. It starts now. Every family has a legacy, some of it visible like traditions or heirlooms, and some of it hidden like unspoken struggles or untapped potential. Legacy isn't just what you inherit, it's what you pass on. It's the story etched into your family's history, shaped by the choices of those who came before you. But here's the truth, a legacy isn't set in stone. It can be rewritten, it can be redefined. And the responsibility to do so often rests on the shoulders of one person bold enough to say, this is where the narrative changes. Owning that responsibility isn't easy. It means acknowledging the good, the bad, and the broken parts of your family story. It's not about pointing fingers or placing blame. It's about accepting that while you didn't start the story, you have the power to shape how it continues. You are the link between the past and the future. You carry the weight of what was in the promise of what could be. This isn't about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about stepping up, even when the odds are stacked against you. It's about choosing courage over comfort, knowing that the changes you make today will ripple through generations. The sacrifices you make now, whether they're about pursuing education, building financial stability, or simply breaking cycles of pain, lay the foundation for something greater. When you take ownership of your family's legacy, you don't just honor the struggles of those who came before you, redefine their impact. You give their efforts meaning by ensuring they weren't in vain. And for those who come after, you become a beacon of hope, a reminder that transformation is possible, no matter where the story begins. Breaking cycles is about recognizing the patterns that have held your family back and deciding they stop with you. It's a bold declaration that history will not repeat itself, not on your watch. Whether it's cycles of poverty, addiction, broken relationships, or limited opportunities, these patterns may feel deeply ingrained, almost like they're part of your DNA. But the truth is, cycles are not destiny, they're habits. And habits can be changed. To break a cycle, you first have to see it clearly. This means confronting uncomfortable truths and acknowledging how those patterns have shaped your family. It's not about assigning blame to anyone, but understanding the roots of the issue. What choices, circumstances, or mindsets have kept this cycle alive? Once you see it for what it is, you can start to dismantle it piece by piece. Breaking a cycle often means doing what's hard, what's unfamiliar, and sometimes what feels impossible. It might mean seeking education when no one in your family has. It might mean learning to forgive when bitterness feels easier. It could mean prioritizing mental health, developing financial discipline, or simply choosing to love and nurture in a way you never experienced. Each step you take chips away at the barriers that have held your family back. It won't be easy. Cycles are stubborn, and the world may try to pull you back into what feels comfortable. You may face resistance, even from those closest to you, because change can be unsettling for people used to the status quo. But in those moments, you must remember why you're fighting, to ensure that the struggles you've endured aren't passed down. You're not just changing your own life, you're planting seeds of hope for generations to come. When you break a cycle, you become a pioneer. You carve out a new path where none existed. You transform pain into purpose, struggle into strength. And with every step forward, you prove that no matter how long a pattern has existed, it only takes one person to decide it ends here. Faith and vision are the twin pillars of transformation. Faith is the belief in what you cannot yet see, the quiet assurance that no matter how difficult the journey feels, there is a purpose guiding it. Vision, on the other hand, is the ability to see beyond the immediate, to imagine a future so vivid and compelling that it pulls you forward, even when the road ahead is unclear. When it comes to changing your family story, faith is what keeps you grounded. It's what allows you to trust that your efforts will pay off, even when the results aren't immediate. Faith gives you strength on the days when you feel like giving up, when the weight of the past feels heavier than the hope for the future. It's the voice that reminds you keep going. This isn't the end. But faith without vision can falter, and vision without faith can feel empty. You need both. Vision gives you a target, a reason to push past obstacles and persevere. It's about picturing what your family's life could look like if the cycle were broken, if opportunities were seized, if love and understanding replaced hurt and division. It's not just about imagining success for yourself, it's about creating a legacy that lifts everyone connected to you. Having faith and vision doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending challenges don't exist. It means facing those challenges head on, knowing that your belief and imagination are stronger than any obstacle. Together, faith and vision allow you to hold two truths at once: that the journey will be hard and that the destination will be worth it. When you align your actions with your faith and vision, you step into a power greater than yourself. You begin to move with purpose, inspiring those around you to believe in possibilities they never thought they'd see. Faith sustains you, vision guides you. Together, they light the way for you to rewrite your family story, one step, one choice, and one moment at a time. Discipline is the bridge between intention and reality. It's the daily commitment to doing what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel in the moment. When it comes to changing your family story, discipline becomes your greatest ally. Excuses, on the other hand, are easy. They whisper that it's okay to settle, to wait for better circumstances, or to let someone else take responsibility. But excuses build nothing. Discipline, however, builds everything. Making discipline a way of life means showing up consistently, even when progress feels slow or invisible. It's about choosing action over comfort, effort over ease. It's waking up early to study, to work, or to plan, knowing that every small step moves you closer to the life you're trying to create. Discipline is saying no to distractions and yes to purpose, even when the distractions feel more appealing. Excuses often disguise themselves as reasons why you can't, why it's too hard, why you're not the right person to make a change. They might point to your family history, your lack of resources, or the obstacles in your path. But here's the truth: everyone faces challenges. What separates those who succeed from those who don't is the ability to push past excuses and take responsibility for their actions. Discipline doesn't ignore the obstacles, it acknowledges them and finds a way through or around them. The beauty of discipline is that it compounds over time. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. It might start with small changes: setting a budget, carving out time to learn a new skill, or holding yourself accountable for your words and actions. Over time, those small, consistent choices build momentum. They become habits, and those habits reshape your life. Choosing discipline over excuses isn't just about personal growth, it's about setting an example. When your family sees you refusing to settle, refusing to give in to excuses, they begin to believe in what's possible. You show them that circumstances don't define a person, choices do. And in making that choice, you give your family permission to dream bigger, to work harder, and to believe that change is within reach. Excuses may feel comfortable in the moment, but they keep you stuck. Discipline may feel uncomfortable, but it sets you free. It's the foundation on which legacies are built and stories are rewritten. When you choose discipline, you choose progress, purpose, and power, and that's how you change your family story. Sacrifice is the price of progress. It's the willingness to give up something today to gain something greater tomorrow. When you're working to change your family story, sacrifice isn't just an option, it's a necessity. It requires letting go of comfort, immediate gratification, or even personal desires for the sake of something bigger than yourself, a legacy that extends beyond your lifetime. Sacrifice starts with priorities. You may have to prioritize work over rest, education over entertainment, or saving over spending. It's about recognizing that what you're building isn't for today alone, it's for a future that your family can thrive in. Each sacrifice you make sends a message to yourself and to those around you that the dream of a better future is worth more than the momentary ease of staying the same. Sacrifice often feels heavy because it requires stepping into the unknown. It may mean walking away from relationships that hold you back or habits that no longer serve you. It might mean working harder and longer than you thought possible, knowing there's no guarantee of immediate rewards. But true sacrifice isn't about losing something, it's about investing in something greater. It's about planting seeds that may take time to grow, trusting that the harvest will come when it's needed most. The power of sacrifice lies in its ripple effect. When you choose to sacrifice for your family, you show them what's possible. You teach them the value of persistence, resilience, and vision. You prove that breaking cycles and rewriting legacies aren't just ideas, they're actions backed by dedication and determination. Your sacrifices become the foundation upon which others can build, the proof that they too can rise above challenges and create something extraordinary. Sacrifice isn't easy, and it often goes unseen. There will be moments when you question if it's worth it, if anyone notices the effort you're putting in. But remember, sacrifice isn't about recognition, it's about transformation. It's about knowing that the life you're creating for your family is worth every sleepless night, every difficult decision, and every step taken in faith. When you embrace the power of sacrifice, you claim the ability to shape your family's future. You demonstrate that growth requires giving, that progress requires persistence, and that lasting change requires commitment. And in doing so, you ensure that the story you're writing is one of hope, strength, and unshakable purpose. Knowing where you come from is more than remembering your roots. It's about honoring the journey that shaped you. Your family story, with all its struggles, triumphs, and lessons, is the foundation of who you are. No matter how far you go or how much you achieve, it's vital to carry that history with you, not as a weight, but as a source of strength. The challenges your family faced, whether they were financial hardships, sacrifices made to provide opportunities, or battles fought to survive, hold valuable lessons. They teach resilience, resourcefulness, and the power of perseverance. Acknowledging those experiences keeps you grounded, reminding you that while your journey may lead to new heights, it was built on the courage and determination of those who came before you. Forgetting where you come from can lead to losing touch with the values and relationships that truly matter. Success can sometimes create a distance, making it tempting to focus only on the future while leaving the past behind. But your past isn't something to escape, it's something to learn from and celebrate. It's a testament to the strength of your family, even in the face of adversity. When you carry your roots with you, you create a bridge between generations. You honor the sacrifices of your ancestors while building a better future for those who will follow. It's about recognizing that the struggles you overcome aren't just for you. They're part of a larger story that connects your family's past, present, and future. Remembering where you come from gives your journey meaning and keeps you connected to the people and values that shaped you. As you strive to change your family's story, let your roots guide you. Let the lessons of the past fuel your ambition and remind you why the work you're doing matters. By staying connected to where you come from, you ensure that your progress isn't just about individual success, but about lifting your entire family and carrying forward the legacy of strength, love, and resilience. Leading with love is the most powerful way to inspire change and heal the wounds of the past. Love isn't just a feeling, it's a choice and a commitment. It's about showing up for your family with compassion, understanding, and a willingness to listen, even when the road gets tough. Love has the power to break barriers, mend broken relationships, and create a foundation of trust that can support transformation. When you lead with love, you prioritize connection over conflict. Families are often shaped by misunderstandings, disagreements, or unspoken pain. Love doesn't ignore these realities, but it seeks to address them with kindness and patience. Instead of blaming or criticizing, love opens the door to forgiveness and healing. It says, I see you, I hear you, and I'm willing to work through this with you. Love also means leading by example. It's showing your family what is possible through your actions. When you approach challenges with grace and determination, when you show respect and encouragement, even in difficult moments, you set a standard for how to treat one another. Love doesn't demand perfection, it creates space for growth. It lets people feel safe enough to dream, try, and even fail without fear or judgment. Leading with love requires vulnerability. It's being willing to admit when you're wrong, to say I'm sorry, and to ask for help when you need it. It's about showing that strength isn't about being unshakable. It's about being honest, open, and willing to grow. Love is the glue that holds families together, especially during times of change. It reminds everyone that no matter how hard the journey gets, they're not alone. Most importantly, love inspires others to lead with love in return. When your family sees you approaching life with kindness and determination, they begin to emulate that behavior. Love creates a ripple effect, spreading positivity and unity throughout the family. It builds a legacy of compassion and support, ensuring that the changes you make today are rooted in something enduring and meaningful. Choosing to lead with love is choosing to believe in the best for your family, even when the circumstances don't seem promising. It's the recognition that love is the greatest force for transformation, one that strengthens relationships, builds trust, and lays the foundation for a better future. Through love, you become the kind of leader your family needs to change its story, not just for today, but for generations to come. Resilience in setbacks is what keeps you moving forward when everything around you feels like it's falling apart. Setbacks are inevitable on the journey to changing your family story. They test your resolve, challenge your patience, and force you to dig deeper than you ever thought possible. But resilience is what turns those setbacks into stepping stones, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth. Resilience begins with mindset. It's about understanding that setbacks are not failures, they're part of the process. They're moments to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. Resilience doesn't mean pretending the pain isn't real or that the challenges aren't hard. It means refusing to let those challenges define or defeat you. It's standing up time and time again, no matter how many times life tries to knock you down. When setbacks come, resilience calls you to focus on the bigger picture. It reminds you why you started this journey in the first place: to break cycles, to build a better future, to ensure your family's story is one of strength and triumph. It helps you keep perspective, understanding that the temporary struggle is just one chapter in a much larger narrative. Resilience also requires self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on yourself when things go wrong, to feel like you're not doing enough or that you've let others down. But resilience grows when you give yourself grace, when you acknowledge your efforts and recognize that progress isn't always linear. Every step, even the smallest one, is movement in the right direction. Resilience is contagious. When you show your family that setbacks don't define you, you inspire them to face their own challenges with courage and determination. Your ability to rise after falling becomes a powerful example, teaching those around you that no matter how tough things get, there's always a way forward. In moments of doubt, resilience reminds you of your strength, your purpose, and your ability to overcome. It turns I can't into I will, and this is too much into this is just another lesson. Resilience isn't just about surviving the tough times, it's about thriving in spite of them, growing stronger with each challenge, and proving that no setback is powerful enough to stop you from changing your family's story. In the end, the power to change your family's story rests in your hands. It begins with a choice, a decision to take ownership of your legacy, to break the cycles that no longer serve you, and to lead with faith, vision, and discipline. It's about embracing sacrifice, honoring where you've come from, and leaning into love even when the road gets hard. Setbacks will come, but resilience will keep you moving forward, reminding you that every challenge is an opportunity to rise stronger. This journey isn't just about you, it's about the generations that will follow. The choices you make today have the power to echo through time, creating a ripple effect of hope, strength, and opportunity. It only takes one person to change the course of a family's story, to turn struggles into triumphs, and to build a legacy worth passing on. Let that person be you. Let this be the moment where the narrative shifts, where a brighter future begins. Stand tall, stay focused, and keep pushing forward, knowing that your efforts matter. You are the author of the next chapter, and the story you write will be one of courage, determination, and unstoppable love. So go out there and be the one who changes everything. The one who dares to dream, to act, and to inspire. Your family story is waiting, and the pen is in your hands. Write it well.